What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm back in the building. I just want to drop a video right quick. And I just want to talk about this picture up here. The title of this is Cooper Rush, Gardner Minshew. I hope I spelled his name right. I'll make sure I did. And Gardner Minshew. It's a difference between the two. Now, I know the game is over. I'm not going to talk about it anymore after this. We're going to do our show, final word, all that good stuff. I'm not going to talk about this. Get ready for the Titans, see what happens then. On Thursday, that goes down. But I just wanted to talk about this right quick because there's a difference between both of those quarterbacks. Okay? No excuses. Eagles beat Dallas first time. Cowboys beat the Eagles second time. Both of them had backups. But there's a keen difference between them backups, and I feel like the Cowboys' victory is a little bit more significant. And here's the reason why. This is Cooper Rush stats right here. First of all, this is no disrespect to Cooper Rush. He came in and played admirably. He did his thing. He was, 4-1? 5-1 since he won that game out of nowhere in Minnesota last year. Had never started an NFL game. That was his first NFL start right there. That's a key. And then these 5 games he played, 4 wins, 1 loss against the Eagles. But 4 big wins against the Bengals, who are in the playoffs once again, Super Bowl attendees last year. They're right back in it. Rams, they were, I believe they were winning. I don't know if they were winning at the time, but they were on a nice little win streak at the time, and it was in L.A., and that was the former Super Bowl champs. And they had all their guys, Stafford, Cooper Kupp, they had all their guys. He won. And then Giants are in the playoffs as of right now. Won in New York. Beat Washington. Obviously, you went to Philly and lost. But here's the difference when I talk about these two players. And I said the significance, I feel like for Dallas' victory is a little bit bigger than the significance of when they beat Dallas the first time. And here's the reason. Look at Cooper Rush's career. And here's the thing. Ain't nobody ever traded for Cooper Rush. Nobody's ever trading for Cooper Rush, okay? I don't think nobody in this NFL showed me where it will happen that somebody will trade for a Cooper Rush in the NFL. It's not going to happen. Nobody's trading for Cooper Rush ever. And this ain't no disrespect. And when they cut him and put him on waivers, I don't know if anybody ever claimed him. Nobody claimed Cooper Rush. And he's been in the league how many years? And it's only been with Dallas because nobody else has picked him up. He's played with nobody else. So nobody's trading for Cooper Rush. And these are his stats. This is mop-up duty in 2021. He played a little bit when Dak was hurt. Mop-up duty, we had the one big game. But you seen that before he got any significant snaps. He had been in the league 2017, 2018, 2019, out the league, came back 2021. Nobody was messing with Cooper Rush. Like I said, nobody's trading no 6th round, 4th round, 5th round, nothing for a Cooper Rush. And then you saw what he did this year, and that's 8 games, and that's mop-up duty. But you saw he had the significant games. You saw what he did. But it was more, Dallas is a pretty good team. I ain't talking about them choking in the playoffs or nothing like that. I'm saying, but for right now, they're a pretty good team. All right? And there's a big difference right here. Now I'm going to go to Gardner Minshew. Okay? Let's over Cooper Rush. This is the regular season. All right. That's the regular season. Those aren't great numbers. That's not a great rating. So it was pretty much a good Dallas team as well. It wasn't just no Cooper Rush. It wasn't Cooper Rush winning those games. It was you dumbing down the offense, you making it easier for him, you 30-30 club, and you running the ball. That defense was playing really good at that particular time, and it really helped Cooper Rush. It was really saving Cooper Rush at that time. But let's go to Gardner Minshew. All right, let's look right here. His rating isn't great, but let's go to the career. That's what I want to talk about, the career. Because in 2019, Nick Foles was going to be the quarterback, and the Eagles know who Nick Foles is because he won y'all Super Bowl. So here it is right here. How many games that Cooper Rush started? Before this, okay, so he had started 5 whole games before he played the Eagles in that big matchup. I know y'all say it. You just making excuses, big game. You just making excuses. I know it'll sound like that, but I just feel like the significance of the win of the Cowboys is bigger with the backup than the significance of you beating Dallas with their backup. Because that backup, nobody wanted Cooper Rush. Nobody thought Cooper Rush was going to do anything. Y'all probably didn't even think Cooper Rush. When you watched the game, it didn't even look like Cooper Rush was going to do anything. It looked like he was shell-shocked. It looked like he was kind of spooked. He wasn't ready for that, and he's not going to be ready for those time of games. But like I said, Nick Foles got hurt, and then I saw Minshew come in, like I think as a rookie. Look at his numbers. This is a starter, 14 games, starter. In the NFL, Jacksonville Jaguars, starter. Those aren't bad numbers, are they? And then look, right here. Then they made the trade. He's a pretty good quarterback. So look at all the games he had under his belt before Dallas played him. I mean, Dallas played him last year, but that was with all the backups, so we won't count that one when the end of the season. But this game meant something. So all I'm saying is this. This game that you just saw right here, and let's go back to it. This game that we just saw right here with the Cowboys and the Eagles, this was a bigger game to me because when I seen that first Cowboys game, Cooper Rush threw 3 interceptions in the beginning of the game. We thought it was going to be a mollywhopping, right? We thought it was going to be a mollywhopping. And let's go down here. Let's go back down to that game. So here it is right here. There was the score right there. 23 at halftime. We thought this was going to be a beatdown. This is what I was telling Joe Castro. This is what I was telling my dog from Philly. He said, we had control of that game. Y'all had to control the game in the beginning, right? Look. Dallas wasn't doing anything. But in that second half, he only scored 6 points, and he wouldn't answer that question. He only scored 6 points in that fourth quarter. Dallas jumped in there and scored 14 points. Settled down. And we go to the team stats. And this is what Cooper Rush. When we say we were dominated, this is what Cooper Rush, who's I don't think is a starting NFL quarterback, he ain't even no great backup. Feel me? Gardner Minshew is a top backup, a year starter. If you're the Carolina Panthers and you need a Gardner Minshew for a year to before your top quarterback plays, you would definitely pick a Gardner Minshew. You would never do that with Cooper Rush. Never in your life would you do that. But you definitely could do that with a Minshew. But let's look at the numbers right here with Cooper Rush, right? I'm just saying. And he's not any kind of a good quarterback. So what they did and what the Eagles did against us, okay. But it wasn't we had more yards gained, more yards per play. This is with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was only through 25 times. I ran 39 times. Let's go to those individual stats right here. I mean, Miles Sanders, he didn't even average 4 yards a carry, so it wasn't like you had a 100-yard rusher. Jalen Hurts ran 9 times. There wasn't a lot of throwing the ball with Jalen Hurts. I remember that game. He was sacked 4 times in that game, too. That's what you say, Gardner Minshew wasn't even sacked that game. Jalen Hurts was sacked 4 times that game, and he didn't do that much in that passing game right there. Feel me? And this is Cooper Rush's stats. He didn't even throw the daggone ball. You feel me? And Zeke ran the ball well. We ran the ball pretty good. So it wasn't like it was like some beat down like it said. Dallas came back and made that a game. You feel me? So let's go to the other one that just happened. Right? And this is with Gardner Minshew. Right? $442 yards. 40 times. You threw 25 times with You threw 25 times with Jalen Hurts. Kept it close to the vest. Ran 39 times with Jalen Hurts. Kept it close to the vest. This is all I'm saying, dog. I'm not trying to talk no trash, but this is all I'm saying. You kept it close to the vest when Dallas came into Philly. It wasn't no throwing the ball. It wasn't no this and that because Miles Sanders still didn't get 100 yards in this game right here either. Okay, at like 60 or 70 yards, right? So it wasn't like Miles Sanders was killing it in the game before. Jalen Hurts ran 9 times in that game. So he almost ran 10 times. But they kept it, like I said, they kept it close to the vest with Jalen Hurts in that game. They didn't unload it. It wasn't no throwing the ball everywhere, throwing it here, throwing it there. It was close to the vest. We're running the ball. We want to get out of here with this victory. And remember, he was like, how about them Eagles? So just listen to what I'm saying. But then when you play with Gardner Minshew and you're playing it against the Cowboys, you don't play it close to the vest. With Gardner Minshew, you start throwing the ball everywhere. 40 times you threw it in this game with Gardner Minshew, right? And then you only ran 29 times with Gardner Minshew. Your boy kept on asking Joe Cashel, why are we in the shotgun the whole game? Because y'all felt like y'all could throw the ball with him. Y'all were more comfortable throwing the ball with him. Y'all kept it close to the vest early in the year with Jalen Hurts because y'all wasn't maybe as confident throwing that ball. But you could with Minshew because that's why you traded for him, because you knew he could throw the ball. He is a quarterback that could win the game for you throwing the ball, and that's why you threw the ball in this game, because you felt like you could win throwing the ball. So you pretty much had a borderline starter in this game with Gardner Minshew. You had a borderline starter who has been a starter in the NFL before. Cooper Rush has never been a starter in the NFL ever with another team. Never. And never will. But you had a starter pretty much go against Dallas with a damn good defense. You had some players out, but so did Dallas. And y'all dropped 34 and y'all was banging, but Dallas came out on top with their top quarterback. So that's why I say I like the matchup going if we see each other in the playoffs, because Dallas showed to me more resolve because we went to a greater extent of the opponent with the quarterbacking than the Cooper Rush on the Cowboys. And even then, you still didn't let your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, really turn up. It was more running the ball. I said they kept it close to the vest. Just me. Just some quick thoughts from me. Big Game James. Check us out. The final word. I think you'll like this video. Yeah, check it out.